Would you like to know one simple but extremely powerful question that you could ask yourself on a regular basis that could actually help you create a life you truly love living and you could start today? Well, I'm going to reveal what this one question is and how you can apply it to your life in this short video. Hi, I'm Mary Morrissey, author of 2 best-selling books, No Less Than Greatness and Building Your Field of Dreams, which became a PBS special, and I'm also the founder of Life Mastery Institute. Remember when you were a little child and you gave yourself permission to really dream? You put on imaginal futures. You thought about what you would love to be, what you would love to do when you grew up. You imagine being a dancer or an astronaut or a veterinarian or a physician or a teacher or a farmer or fireman or whatever it was, but you put on different possible futures. You had all kinds of different dreams. And these dreams had no basis in reality. You weren't looking at your current circumstances or your conditions to dictate what you thought you could or couldn't do, what you could be or couldn't be. You just allowed yourself to dream, and you got as big as you wanted to in your dreams. And then as you grew up, you started becoming more and more conditioned by what other people, what society felt was appropriate for you, what, given your family, given your income, given your intelligence, what you actually could be and what was probably appropriate for you. And you were actually told to stop dreaming, stop daydreaming, pay attention, repeat back the things that we already know, and then we'll call you educated. Most of us were raised in this kind of environment with this kind of mindset, to stop daydreaming and move to a more conditioned, acceptable, common sense way of choosing who you were going to be and what you were going to do. And along the way, you may have abandoned your dreams. You may have given up on some of the life that you would really have loved living and actually gone then in a different direction. As adults, we're actually programmed to let our circumstances dictate what's possible for us. We look to the economy, we look to our bank account, we look to our particular education, we look in the eyes of other people for opinion and approval. Do you think I can? Do you think it's a good idea? What would you do if you were me? And we stop listening to ourselves. We start looking outside ourselves for not only permission, but actually who we can be. Now, I've invested the last 35 plus years in helping tens of thousands of people all around the world create lives that they truly love living, breaking free from the constraints of what other people think, what the economy says, what the conditions dictate as possible or impossible. Now, I call this dream building, which is based in the art and the science of transforming dreams into reality. Look around you for a moment. Everything you see first was a thought before it could be a thing. You have a certain life right now, and you can measure it. You can notice what's in your bank account. You can notice where you live and who you live with and what your life is, and you can measure the life you have right now. But you can't measure your potential. And when you were a little child, you explored that potential and you let yourself get big in it. Then you got trained out of it. So today we're going to open up to just in fact who you really are and just in fact who you really can be. Often when I begin working with people, some have clear dreams or several dreams, but many people, they haven't been supported in dreaming for so long. They haven't allowed themselves to dream. They've forgotten their dreams. So how do you begin to start reconnecting with what it is that deep down you would truly love versus just looking at your current conditions and circumstances to tell you what's possible for you? So it begins by asking yourself a simple but extremely powerful question that over time, if you keep asking this question on a regular basis and apply it to your daily life, you're going to find 3 months from now, a year from now, you're in a whole new place. You're going down life's highway and you make a 1-degree shift, go 3 months, 6 months down the road, you're in a whole new place. And here's the shift. On a regular basis, ask yourself this question. What would I love? Not what do I think I can have or be or do, but what would I love to have or be or do or give? Ask yourself, what would I love in the area of health? What would I love in the area of love and relationships? What would I love in vocation? What would I do with my time and talent, whether I earn income doing it or not? What would I love doing with my talent, my time? And what would I do if I had time and money freedom? Where would I go? What would I give? What would I do with time and money freedom? Now, if you really feel disconnected from your dreams, it may take some time for you to start generating your ideas, but you can begin retraining yourself to allow yourself to tap into what you would truly love by looking for opportunities each and every day to ask yourself this question. So if you haven't dreamed for a very long time and you actually have no idea what you would love, start with what you know for sure. You know for sure that 3 years from now you would love great health. Go ahead and describe what that health would be like. And you do know some things about your relationships You probably would, if you could, design relationships or new friendships or someone new in your life. And you begin to design from what you know for sure. And one simple way to apply this question, what would I love, by getting more and more in touch with the essence of who you are, not the conditions of what you've achieved or what the world has told you is possible for you. And one simple way to apply this is when looking at a menu. Now, we all have habits of how we do things, and many of us have a habit when we look at a menu, the first thing we look at is the price. So override that temptation to just go look at the price and ask yourself, just look at the menu and ask yourself, what would I love? When you're going shopping, instead of looking at the price tag first, look at the colors, look at the fabrics, what would I love? If you're going to go car shopping, don't look at the price first, ask yourself, what would I love? When you were a little child and you imagined being an astronaut, you didn't ask yourself, how much is this education going to cost? You didn't ask yourself, am I capable of being that? What do you think? Does the world think I can be that? You just tuned to something you would love, and you put yourself in an imaginal future. Now, the art and science of dream building is based in the art, which is the visioning, and the science, which is the vibration. But you can't tune to a vibration if you don't know what the vision of it is. So, and no dream can come true if you don't dream it. So here's your moment. It all begins by asking yourself, what would I love? You don't have to order what you would love off that menu or buy off the rack what's there. But getting to know what you would love is a way of getting to know yourself more and beginning to stretch the boundaries of what you think you've been capable of and just, in fact, who you can be. Even if you don't take action on what it is you would love, make it a daily practice to ask yourself this simple but incredibly powerful question, and you're going to soon retrain yourself to think from a possibility mindset versus allowing your circumstances to dictate what's possible for you. You have more in you than you've known. You contain far more power than you've ever thought. Get to know this question and get to know you. What would I love? Now, if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and share it. And then please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. So here's a question for you. What is something that you would love to be or do or have or give this week? It could be to go to one of your favorite restaurants or catch up with a friend, anything at all. But go ahead and write down what you would love for yourself this week and put it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.